All right. Just finished coffee. It's like a little after 1 p.m. I went to bed around 7 a.m. I woke up at, I want to say around 11. It wasn't too intentional, but I have the whole weekend off, so it doesn't matter too much. So the goal today, right now I'm gonna run to the grocery store, grab some rice so I can make breakfast. We're gonna have some steak, eggs, and rice, a couple kiwis. Need to take care of the plants. Haven't taken care of the plants in a couple weeks probably, so they're dying of thirst. The apartment is in absolute shambles. John's been gone on work out of country for about a week now. He'll be gone for 11 days in total. So I've been fighting to survive. It's very difficult to do without him. We'll have a heavy leg day scheduled tonight, probably around 12. We live in Knoxville. It's game day, and we live very close to the stadium, so traffic is always absolutely disgusting. So I'm gonna try to avoid downtown, even though my gym is downtown, hence why I'm going very late or early in the morning. But grocery store is the opposite direction, so we're gonna run there real quick, grab us some jasmine rice, come back, cook up some eggs, warm up steak that are leftovers from last night, make a little protein bowl, eat that, then we'll take care of some plants. I don't know, consider going into work, doing some overtime, just to kill some time, but I may just stay home, do some editing, maybe do homework, chill out, we shall see. I'd like to have the place back in livable conditions before he gets home on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, so he'd be pretty happy if I did that. We'll try and figure it out. All right, just got back. Got a ton of rice to hold us over for a couple days. So we're gonna start breakfast. I made a couple ribeye last night. Had one for dinner. So the leftover one is about I think it's exactly 286 grams. We're gonna add that to 2 servings of rice, and then 4 whole eggs with some cheddar cheese, cooked in butter. It'll be just over 1,000 calories. And this is my first meal of the day. It's just turned 2 o'clock, so I'll probably eat around 2:30 once I get everything cooked up. So, yeah, let's get that started because I'm very hungry. So, what I love about this brand of rice is all you do is stab a bunch of holes in the plastic and microwave it for 2 minutes, and it comes out absolutely perfectly. So we ended up going with 5 whole eggs, because one of them is fairly small. We've got the ribeye from last night. We're going to throw into a skillet to warm back up. We'll get these cooking at the same time. Rice is in the microwave. We'll start that, and then we should be ready to eat in about 10-15 minutes. All right, so this is done. First meal of the day. We've got 5 whole eggs with cheddar cheese, cooked in about 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 servings of rice, and around 280 grams of steak. So this meal in total is actually fairly close to 16 to 1700 calories. I'll probably eat once or twice more after this, but this is going to take quite a bit of time for me to digest. So I'm going to eat this real quick because I'm starving. All right, absolutely destroyed that. Took about 15 minutes. Now my favorite part, we're going to have 2 kiwis. with the skin on. I do cut off the little buttholes on the end, um, and a glass of apple juice, and that will conclude the first meal of the day. After that, we're going to take care of these plants. We're going to take all of the indoor plants, we're going to take them outside. We have a 250-ish square foot terrace. We're in one of the two so-called penthouse units where I live, so we have a really large terrace. So we have a little cafe set in Blackstone, and in total, including outdoor and indoor plants, I think we have around 30. I think it's exactly 36 plants. Inside, we have the golden pothos up there. There's a dragon tree. That's John's that he's had for years. This is actually my first plant, I think. This is a shark tooth. My second plant is a money tree. I've had this for about 2 years. ZZ plant, one of my favorites. This is some type of monstera that the original plant itself died, and John took a clipping and repotted it, and it has grown almost as long as the pothos, but he's very dry right now. He needs some care. African violet, we've had about a year and a half. I don't know how it's still alive, and it still blooms pretty regularly. One of my other favorites are pitcher plants. I've had this a little bit over a year. I call it the dick plant because it looks like a bunch of penises. In the office, I'm sorry again, the place is a mess. I'm trying to take care of it. What is this called? I forget what that's called. Yeah. And then our final indoor plant, the sword plant. I think this is actually John's longest held plant. He's had this thing for like 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And those are all of the indoor plants. Outside, we have a bunch of mums that are pretty much dead. We have 3 planted planters, which have tall native grasses in them, which we planted over the summer. And we have one that's filled with herbs. We've got rosemary, lemongrass, some parsley. I think that's it. And then we have a pretty large elephant ear plant and a huge, probably 10-foot palm tree that we've had for over a year as well. And then a bunch of miscellaneous stuff out there. So I'm gonna change it to something comfy real quick. We'll move these indoor plants outside, fill up the water after I eat my kiwis, of course, and we'll take care of that. So recently, kiwis have become my favorite fruit, and I eat a lot of fruit, mostly berries. But lately, I've had at least 2 kiwis every day for the last few weeks, sometimes more. And I don't eat many vegetables, mostly because they taste like shit. It's not to say I don't eat any vegetables. I just don't have them as often as I have fruit. So I get the majority of my micros. This is a very dull knife. I get the majority of my micros from fruits and other whole foods. I'm just gonna have 2 of these. I usually have, if I'm cooking at home, I usually have 2 with every meal. So I'll have 2 of these, a glass of this Fuji apple juice, which is delicious from Publix, and then on to our other bullshit. plants are all watered. I'll leave them out there to drain for a few hours, and I'm going to take a nap. Still haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna go do some overtime work. It'd be beneficial if I did, because I'd be able to knock out overtime and some homework that's due tomorrow night. So, may do that, and then we'll have a very late night / early AM squat session. So, we'll see. I'll take a nap first. Just woke up from a nap. Took about 3 hours. That is 7:30. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna go work some overtime, probably about 4 hours. I'll leave around 12 a.m. and then come back, get changed, hit a squat day, then come home, eat dinner, maybe do some dishes, put up some laundry, and then go to bed. This isn't a normal weekend. I work day shift, but being alone, I don't have much to do. Only by myself, so I figure we might as well be productive. So, yeah, I'm gonna get changed. All right, I'm all geared up and ready. Gonna knock out a few hours, stop some cars. Then next time you see me, we'll probably be getting ready to go to the gym. So I'll see y'all in a bit. It's currently 2 a.m. I just got home from doing an overtime detail. I went in at 8. I was hoping to come home at 12, but some things came up at work that I stuck around for. So, not going to hit legs tonight as I wanted because it's very late and I don't want to go to bed at 7 a.m. again. So, I'm going to throw a pizza in the oven, eat that, and go to bed and catch a workout in the morning, I guess.